waking up from a very long constitutional nap.
Come on! Okay.
There are 4 things, my friends, that we must do in order to extricate ourselves from the constitutional crisis that we now face. 4 things. We must educate on principle. We must insist on action. We must ensure follow-through, and we must persist to prevail.
Yes!
The first thing is education. How many of you like history?
Yes!
I'm glad to hear it because I'm going to share a little with you today. Did you know that it was never the Supreme Court, it was never the President, it was never the Congress who was meant to have the final say in what is constitutional? It is the states! You hear legislators all the time now saying we can't do anything about it. We hear our state legislators saying we can't do anything about it. I don't care. I know that you mean well, but you come up here to this office and you expect me to do something I can't because the federal government trumps us. The Supremacy Clause trumps the states. That is an egregious lie. The Supremacy Clause only has any bearing when the federal government is in pursuance of the Constitution, my friends. And do you see anybody in Washington currently pursuing the Constitution? Neither do I. So it is time that we educate ourselves and that we educate our legislators that the Supremacy Clause only matters when the federal government is pursuing the Constitution. We have for so long thought that the Supreme Court had the final say on these matters, and our legislators again and again tell us if we try and push back, they'll beat us in the courts. Well, it's not up to the courts.
That's right.
It is up to the states. And Thomas Jefferson and James Madison and others of our founders who wrote in the 18th century would never have left us without that escape clause, because they understood what we must now understand. If we can be ruled by a handful of unelected judges in Washington, we are no longer a representative republic. It is the parties who are part of the compact that is the United States, the states themselves, who must be the final arbiters of what is constitutional. And we must repeat that refrain again and again and again until the legislators in this building understand it.
That's right.
And I've got another little piece of history for you, Wisconsinites. It is not the option of the people in this building to stand up against federal tyranny. It is not a choice. It is a duty. Right now, I have my ear constantly to the ground in this state about what is going on in this building, and right now I can tell you that my sources say there is no organized effort in this building to protect your Second Amendment rights. None. Where is the statement from our governor? Where is the statement from our attorney general? Where is the organized effort of our state legislators to push back against federal tyranny on our Second Amendment rights? My friends, we are the key. The people in this building take their cues from us. They are not going to move until we insist, and that is the second thing, until we insist on action. Call the governor's office. Call the attorney general's office. Call your state legislators and insist that they take action. Not in a week, not in a month, not in a year when it is too late. Now.
Yes.
And when we have gotten them to move, the third thing we must do is ensure that they follow through. Because it is not enough to say you're going to do something. You must actually do it. And finally, we must persist and prevail. We went to sleep, my friends. We would not be in the situation that we are unless we had gone to sleep. We let the foxes rule the hen house. We, the people, are the ones who employ the people in this building and the people in Washington. It is time that we vigilantly ensured that they are always protecting not us, but our rights. They have sold us a bill of goods when they tell us that they are protecting us. It is not their job to protect us. Freedom, liberty is not a safe thing. It is their job to protect our rights. And when they protect our rights, we will protect ourselves. Educate, insist, ensure, persist, and prevail, my friends. That is what we must do. Call your legislators, call the governor, call the attorney general. Don't wait, do it now. God bless you in your mission to restore our constitutional rights. Thank you very much.